Hey everyone! I felt it was time to share my story of how I went from unemployed to having 3 jobs in the span of 6 months. If I can do it, anyone with interest, skill, and hunger for money can achieve it. I hope this will help anyone who is looking to take advantage of overemployment. I'm a US citizen who has immigrated from a South Asian country when I was young. I completed my MBA from a top 50 university and graduated in January of 2021. $30,000 of debt and jobless from January, I found it difficult to get a job for 3 months. I was doing part-time jobs while searching for employment using LinkedIn and Blind. I applied and got interviews for all kinds of companies. The roles I was looking to get were data analyst and business analyst type roles. I had done more than a dozen interviews from January to March of 2021, and my expenses were piling up, which really propelled me to dig in and find a job. The hidden gem: contract roles. I started looking into contracting roles, which were a game changer for me. I have found that contracting roles had less strict criteria and require only 1 or 2 interviews before you're hired. Just understand the other side is looking for someone who is plug and play and experienced. I was always interested in getting multiple jobs, so I found that finding contracting jobs was the way to go. Of course, there were negatives which I will explain later in the video. Job 1. A contracting job at a FANG company. This was March 2021, and by this time I was desperate. Since it was an interview for a FANG company, I barely had any hopes of getting the job, and this was also my first contracting interview. The company did 2 rounds of interviews and hired me the same day of my second interview. I was hyped. This was a business analyst role and the annual pay was $127,000. I immediately accepted and worked only at this job from March 2021 to May 2021. In these 3 months, I got accustomed to the work, my team, and my manager. Luckily, I had one of the best teams one could ask for. My manager was amazing at what she does, and the team was extremely flexible. I'm good at what I do, and my team completely trusted me. We had a daily stand-up, but other than that, no one bothered me or asked me what I was doing as long as I got my work done. I never worked over 20 hours per week, except for a few times, but got paid for all 40 hours. By May, I started looking for job 2. Again, I only looked for contracting roles and was able to find a job within 2 weeks from search to hire, and it helped that I had FANG on my resume. Job 2 and 3. Job 2 is a contract to business analyst role at another FANG company paying $141,000. The work here is a little bit more hectic than Job 1, but still manageable. Luckily, this job only has 2 meetings per week, and as long as I show results, no one questioned or bothered me. This is a plus for being a contractor. In July 2021, I started looking for Job 3. This was another contracting role, and the recruiter reached out on LinkedIn. I couldn't resist saying no and interviewed for the role. This was a PM role at a major social media company paying $134,000. The team is really good, and since it is a PM role, I have quite a few meetings at the end of each quarter, but other than that, it's manageable with a lot of freedom. I have been working 3 jobs since July 2021. Even though it's difficult at times, I found a way to manage and now it's easy for me to handle. Of course, I have been fortunate enough to get 3 jobs that have good teams and manageable workloads. Total compensation breakdown. Job 1. $127,000. Job 2, $141,000. Job 3, $134,000. Total, $402,000 a year. Since it's contracting, I don't have other benefits such as allowance, stocks, company insurance, etc. I have noticed that when you're a contractor, the focus on you is a little less than FTE. I also feel that this gives me leniency to work multiple jobs. If you have questions about overemployment, please feel free to comment down below.